A very good evening, and thank you for joining me for the Capital Market Bridge Show. My name is William Evans. Now, in a country where building the culture of saving and investment is more crucial than ever before, a fund is at the forefront. It is designed for both the high-income earners but also the low-income earners. The fund is what we are going to be discussing, and of course to discuss this with me is Mr. Darius Mukiza, who is the Head of Business Development at BK Capital. Most welcome to the show, Mr. Darius.
Thanks a lot, William.
Amazing. Of course, when people hear the fund, the first question is, what is this fund and how does it operate?
So the fund is an open-ended fund, meaning you can come in and live at your convenience, and it's a tax-exempted fund. So the income we earn on the fund is not taxed. So the members of the fund, or what we call unit holders, are able to at least enjoy that tax benefit. And it's a Rwanda francs fund. We operate all the operations, all the income distributions are in Rwanda francs. So it's a Rwanda francs unit trust fund. So the fund is designed for individuals who would want to invest short term, because as I told you, we give income every 6 months. So if you have funds you're not going to use for the next 6 months, you can park them in the fund. It also is good for people who want to build capital. So if you want to, let's say you're getting, you have money and you have a vision, you want to invest it, but you're getting it in small portions. So the fund helps you to put this capital together. It also appeals to people who want to have access to the savings vehicle. Really, some people want to when you're building your income and you have a goal. The fund helps you to achieve that goal, because you can put small amount, you can put large amount, you can put money when you get it. Because the open-ended nature of the fund is you can put money like 3 times, 10 times in a day.
Yeah. How intentional is the fund? I mean, in terms of, in particular terms, how is it intentional, especially to the young people, the people in the informal sector, but also people that a bit have the limited finances?
When the fund was starting in 2020, we had put the minimum amount as 100,000, because when you're starting a fund, you also want to cover some administration costs, and you want people who really are committed. But we've reduced that over time to 10,000, so that we can now allow anyone to save. We actually had partnership with our partner, our sister company, BK Tech, where we allowed even farmers who were willing to save. For them, we reduced the amount to 500, because they created a platform from them, and we wanted at least they can always save through their channel very easily, very convenient, because they're already on that platform. So we keep innovating, we keep trying to see, we listen to our clients, we try to go and hear what they can afford, and we can always create channels for them to save conveniently. What they can do, we are now in partnership with our sister company BK Bank to allow people now save through their BK app. So we are trying to make sure we reach even the farthest person to save conveniently, because we want convenience.
Beyond just reducing the prices to let's say 500, what else are you doing to demystify the market?
Yeah. So we are first of all, savings and investment is like sort of a culture.
Sure.
It grows with the ecosystem. People begin to find it easy to save and access their money, so it grows culturally. So what we are doing, we are trying to open up many channels. We are trying to open up, especially in the tech part. As I told you, we are working in collaboration with BK Bank to have savings. The platforms, all the BK platforms, you can be able to access the fund. We are also having we have our USSD code where you can just type 1*775 and you can start saving, because we believe every person, at least if you have a phone, you can start saving. If you can access the bank, you can start saving. If you have your computer, you have access to internet, you can easily go to our website, you register. So we are trying to make sure all these channels are available for people who want to save. And we are working tirelessly towards that, because we want the fund to be accessible and people can save when they can, at the comfort of wherever you are. In your comfort zone, you save.
Let me address you as a Rwandan. You're seated in your home with your little brothers or sisters, or just a random Rwandan. Why should they join Agoka Fund?
Yes, I think as a Rwandan, we need to have a culture of saving. So Agoka is listening. It's a fund which helps you at least to achieve your goal. I think it's a vehicle where you put your money. You know, if I have 100,000 right now, and I want to get my 100,000 when I need it, this fund is the best solution for you. So if you are sitting at home right now, you say, I need to put my money where it's not going to lose capital, it's not going to it is capital protected, and there is income on it, tax exempt, and it's accessible when I need the money. This is the fund. Because normally in most investment options, you find you can invest in something when you, let's say you want to have 100,000, when you need the money, they say, oh,
wait for 3 weeks.
Wait for 3 weeks, or you saved here, but now the price has gone down. You have it's 90K. You have paid fees on it. You know, there is no fees on your subscription. There is no fees when you need this money, and you get it with your income. So it helps you to achieve that. So instead of someone who is sitting at home with their money in their pocket, in their mattress, or wherever, your money is losing value. Your money is not growing. This is the way you help your money to grow, and you can have a goal to achieve when you do that. So and it's easy to start, because you can. Subscription is very easy. You can easily go to our website, put in your initials, get your password, start saving, just like that. And when you need your money, it's for the same. Just make a request. Money is available.
The other time we were having a conversation with someone, they told me they worry that the biggest percentage, the leaders of tomorrow are not really participating in saving. What are some of the things do you find as hindrances to the culture of saving, especially among young people and these priority groups, and what can be done?
Most people don't want to seek information. I've had people easily lured into instruments which they want quick wins, and some people don't really get professional advice. There's a way you hear people, they've lost money into pyramid schemes which are not regulated. They've lost money into people promising them extremely high returns. Once you get at least access to information, you ask. For example, if you come to BK Capital and ask, what is the highest return I can get in the market? You get that information. So if someone is promising you something extra, you need to find out, where are you investing? What are the underlying assets of this vehicle you're putting in, and how do I get my money? So if someone is telling you, I've seen young people, they easily want to make quick gains, impossible or unheard of gains, and it is I would advise most of the time you get as much information as you can. Make sure the company or the instrument you're saving in is regulated by the regulator, You get, and also ask as much information as you can to make sure if I'm giving you my money, where are you investing it, and what is the highest return you can get in this vehicle you're investing in. So such advice I would give to the young people is that they should always make sure they trust the partner you're working in and get more information. Information is the first step to investment.
In terms of success, what is success for Aguka Fund in the next 5 years? Yeah. But also beyond just returns, what sort of impact does it have on what sort of impact does it have on its clients in 5-10 years from now?
The fund is growing in terms of numbers, people joining. We want to have at least, if we could reach the farthest person in the village with access to saving, that is success to us. And those success stories are the ones which really help us keep moving. They are the reasons why we exist. We can easily see people having their lives transformed because they were able to save. Even someone saying, I am now saving, is a success story to us.
I want you to look in the camera and give your best advice, especially to the young people.
Yeah.
So your message to them as we come to the end of the show.
Thank you very much, William. So my message to the young people, to someone who has not started saving is, you are not yet, this is your time. Start with as little as you can and let it grow. So you can't say, I'll do it tomorrow when I have $1 million, when I have $1 billion. Start now, and at least that step, you need to take it now, and no one can take it for you. So come to BK Capital, open an account with Aguka. It's free of charge. We don't charge anything. And start. At least get, you can also come to us. We discuss all these investment options. At least have the information that you can now begin to plan. You know, I've seen people who get this information like in January and they invest in December. But at least when you have the right information, you have the right products, and you can start saving. So don't miss this opportunity. Let your goal this year to start saving, and you're welcome to be part of Aguka Unit Trust Fund.
Many thanks, Mr. Darius.
Thank you very much.
That was it from Mr. Darius Mukiza, the head of business development at BK Capital. Of course, he says that information is the first step into investing, and you can only have a future that you've invested in. My name is William Evans, and this is the Capital Market Bridge Show. See you next time. Goodbye.